morning, everyone, and welcome to the Rye-Free Reading Room Tales for Tots. My name is Granny Jean, and I hope we'll have a good time today. I hope all the nannies and the mommies and caregivers are watching too, and they will support the program and really make it a better learning experience for your child. So here we go. The more we get together, the more we get together, the happier we'll be. For your friends are my friends, and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. Well, now, do you remember last week what I said the name of this bird was? He's a kookaburra, and he sounds like someone laughing. That's his real song. Isn't that funny? So there's a song that they sing over in Australia where he lives. Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree, merry, merry king of the bushes he. Laugh, kookaburra, laugh, kookaburra gay, your life must be. Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree, eating all the gumdrops he can see. Stop, kookaburra, stop. Kookaburra, please leave some for me. Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree, counting all the monkeys he can see. Stop, kookaburra, stop. Kookaburra, that's not a monkey, that's me. Isn't that a fun bird? Yeah. Well, I think that it's a great day to go fishing, don't you? Huh? I have my net here. I don't know what I did with it. Here it is on the floor. That's not going to do. This is my net, and I want to catch them in the net. They're very slippery, so they do slip out of your hand. So a net is a very nice thing to have when you go fishing. Yeah. So here they are. Here are the fish. Oh, they're coming. Can you see them? The first one's a little red one. Okay, let's see if we can do this without fumbling, but I doubt it. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little fishies, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little fishies, 7 little, 8 little, 9 little fishies, 10 little fishies swimming in my net. Oh, look at all the fish I caught. Oh, wait a minute. Uh-oh, there was a hole in it, and they're escaping. Oh, my goodness me. Here they go. 10 little, 9 little, 8 little fishies, 7 little, 6 little, 5 little fishies. 4 little, 3 little, 2 little fishies, 1 little fishy left in my net. Oh, that's not very big. We better do some more fishing, don't you think, for supper? That's not enough to feed us all. But I have to sew up my hole first, right? So this is what the fishermen do. They sew up their nets, and then they stick them in the water, and here they go. Here are the fish we're going to collect. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little fishes, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little fishes, 7 little, 8 little, 9 little fishes, 10 little fishes swam in my net. Oh, goody, good, good, good. Oh, what happened? There was another hole and I didn't see it. And they're all escaping. Oh. 10 little, 9 little, 8 little fishes, 7 little, 6 little, 5 little fishes, 4 little, 3 little, 2 little fishes, 1 little fish left in my net. Well, I can't serve just one fish like that, so I better let it go, don't you think? So we'll let him go back into the water. Now, Wizzy Wizard, you have a tip for our caregivers today? Yes, I do. The important thing is that writing supports a language development. Very important at all these ages. And writing can be anything from drawing to scribbling, and writing down stories that you and your child are making up together. The key to literacy is the child's connection to the word and the spoken word, and the printed word and the spoken word, that he sees that there's a connection there. Thank you. Well, my first story today, as you can guess, must be about the sea. What do you think? Now, here's an old classic by Robert Kalin, and Donald Cruz did the illustrations. blue sea. Is that blue? Yes, it is. The color of the sea. Little fish. Oh, look at that little fish. My gracious. Big fish. Uh-oh. Swim, little fish. Bigger fish. Swim, 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 little fish. Swim, big fish. Uh-oh. Biggest fish. Swim, bigger fish. Swim, big fish. Swim, little fish. Small hole. There goes big fish. There goes little fish. There goes bigger fish. I'm sorry. There goes, yeah. There goes bigger fish. There goes big fish. And there goes little fish. I'm not doing this too well. Sorry. Ouch. Oh, goodbye, biggest fish. He got caught, didn't he? Smaller hole. There goes big fish. There goes little fish. Ouch! Goodbye, bigger fish. Oh, I see a fish net. Smallest hole. There goes big fish. There goes little fish. And what's going to happen to big fish? Oh, there goes little fish. Ouch! Oh, he couldn't get through that hole, could he? What little fish did. Little fish, blue sea. Well, he could swim for one more day, I guess. That's by Robert Kalin and Donald Cruz. Old classic. Well, I know that you know what a barn is, right? A barn is a building that they keep the animals in on a farm, right? Right? And old MacDonald is one of the farmers I know that has lots of animals. I wonder what's on his farm. Let's see. All sorts of things. Well, I know there's a pig. Is that a pig? Yeah. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a pig, E-I-E-I-O. With an oink oink here and an oink oink there. Here an oink, there an oink, everywhere an oink oink. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a cow, E-I-E-I-O. With a moo moo here and a moo moo there. Here a moo, there a moo, everywhere a moo moo. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Now some of the animals weren't very welcome. They didn't really belong there, but they lived there. And what is this? This is a little creature of the woods that comes around and scuffs up some food. It's a porcupine. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a porcupine, E-I-E-I-O. With a scruff scruff here and a scruff scruff there. Here a scruff, there a scruff, everywhere a scruff scruff. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Now, it looks pretty cute, doesn't it? But when he gets excited, he has these sharp quills. Shoo! That stick right up. Oh boy. And on that farm he had what? A lamb, E-I-E-I-O. With a ba-ba here and a ba-ba there. Here a ba, there a ba, everywhere a ba-ba. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a cat, E-I-E-I-O. With a mew mew here and mew mew there. Here a mew, there a mew, everywhere a mew mew. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm, he had a horse. E-I-E-I-O, with a neigh-neigh here and a neigh-neigh there. Here a neigh, there a neigh, everywhere neigh-neigh. Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. Well, now that old pig had some babies. She had 5 of them. Look at that. And this is a little game that my mom used to play with me when I was very little. Once upon a time, I was very little, a little toddler, right? So she would take, when we were taking my shoes off, she would start with the big toe. So maybe your toes are exposed. Can you do this? Maybe you can do this with your little baby sister. This little piggy went to market, and this little piggy stayed home. This little piggy had roast beef. This little piggy had none. And this little piggy said, all the way home. It's a great tickly game. This little piggy went to market. This little piggy stayed home. This little piggy had roast beef. This little piggy had none. And this little piggy said, all the way home. Well, my next book is by Lois Alert, who does wonderfully collage bright pictures for the children. And it's called Fish Eyes, a book you can count on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Were we doing some counting with the fish? Huh? And the pigs, I think we were. Well, now we're going to count some more fish. Fish eyes. And look at those beautiful fish. If I could put on a suit of scales, look at that. And fish do have scales. Add some fins and one of those tails. I'd close my eyes and then I'd wish that I'd turn into a beautiful fish. I'd flip down rivers and splash in the sea. I'd swim so far, you would never catch me. There I go. What would I see? Let's see. I'd see one green fish. Oh, look at that. Wow, that's a big fish. 2 jumping fish. 3 smiling fish. You smile. 4 stripy fish. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 spotted fish. What are spots? You see all those little polka dots? Those are spots. 6 fan-tailed fish. Look at those tails. They look like fans. People used to create a breeze. They fan their face. Fan tails. 7 flipping fish. My goodness. I don't know if I can flip the book so you'll know what a flip is, but maybe Mama can tell you. 8 skinny fish. Oh, they're so thin, right? Long and slender. 9 fleshy fish. Really, sometimes those scales really shine. 10 darting fish. Look at that. Some of them are seahorses, and they are They are fish too. Yes, they are. Very unusual looking, but they are fish. Then I'd keep swimming until I would see all of those fish eyes looking at me. So what she's done is she's cut out the eyes of all the fish in the preceding pages, so that I don't know if see, you can see through where the eye is, and that's kind of fun when you're reading a book. Fish Eyes, a book you can count on, by Lois Alert. Well, I got my program over here. Wait a minute, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to move this fish here a bit because we have to make room for my boat. Look at that. Look at that boat. There we go. I saw a ship sailing on the sea. Can you pretend you're in a boat that sort of rocks back and forth? And oh, it was so laden with yummy things for thee. There was candy in the cabin and apples in the hold. The sails were made of silk and the mast was made of gold. The 24 sailors that stood between the deck were 24 white mice with chains about their necks. The captain was a duck with a packet on its back. And when the ship began to move, the captain said, quack, quack. So here we go. I saw a ship sailing on the sea, and oh, it was so laden with yummy things for thee. There was candy in the cabin and apples in the hold. The sails were made of silk and the mast was made of gold. The 24 sailors that stood between the deck were 24 white mice with chains about their necks. The captain was a duck with a packet on its back. And when the ship began to move, the captain said, quack, quack. Oh my goodness, such a silly captain. Okay, we'll put my little fish back again. There we go. Well, here is something that really, truly happened to me. The sea is loaded with creatures. You see the starfish. I have some seahorses over there. You can't quite see them. There we go. And all kinds of fish. And also some little creatures that live in the bottom. Now this is a scallop, something like a clam, right? And we eat scallops and we eat clams. But this happened to me. I caught a little scallop while fishing in the sea. I said, Mr. Scallop, you are coming home with me. He looked at me with his blue eyes and said, I don't agree. Then gave a mighty squirt and slipped back into the sea. What do you think of that? I was surprised. Didn't occur to me that they could move. So here we go. I caught a little scallop while fishing in the sea. I said, Mr. Scallop, you are coming home with me. He looked at me with his blue eyes and said, I don't agree. Then gave a mighty squirt and slipped back into the sea. What do you think of that? That was surprising. Well, what do we have here? But the third book is called Beach Day. I hope you've had a beach day. We're awfully lucky here on the Atlantic coast, along the coast. We can go to the beach. Beach Day, and this is by Karen Rusa. Oh, and look, early in the morning, look, some gulls there. Just the sun up. Beach Day, we're all packed up there in the car. We don't live too far away. Waves roar, rush and soar. They are at the beach early in the morning. Oh, rolling, crashing to the shore. Look at those waves. Oh, how much fun. There are all the people setting up their blankets. Oh, now they're really into their play. Sparkling spray, jeweled array. Water skiers on their way. How is that water skier moving? You see? By a motorboat? Well, there she goes. She's got some ropes that she pulls on to. Sandy knees. Oh. Foaming seas. Mommy's letting little baby walk in the shore there. Yeah. Insects dancing in the breeze. Oh yeah, there are also those little sand fleas that are kind of tough. A noon light shimmers bright in the distance, hot and white. Oh yes, now it's really hot out. Bat ball mitt, it's a hit. Leaping, running, lickety split. Well, see, some beaches, especially private beaches, you can play ball. Some beaches, or most beaches, they don't allow it in summertime. Too many people could. Voices chatter, sand pails clatter. There they are, having such a good time. Off to lunch, the children scatter. There they go, to the blanket and under the umbrella for lunch. High clouds flurry, sand crabs scurry. See little crabs there? Hungry swimmers in a hurry. There they come in for lunch under the umbrella. Chicken legs, deviled eggs. Oh, yum, yum, yum. What a banquet. Seagull begs. Oh, they are pesky, aren't they, those seagulls? They want to bite too. Waves lapping, babies napping. On the water, sails are snapping. Yeah, the babies under the umbrellas napping. There's a sailboat. Launch a boat. Help father float. Build a castle with a moat. Look, there they are. It's a castle they're building. They're putting a moat around it so the water can go in around it. A freckled nose. Ocean salty sea breeze blows. Oh, it's so beautiful. Kind of hard to stay awake. Oh, time to pack. Picnic stack. Bright beach towels in a stack. Okay, getting late. Late afternoon, supper soon. Families march across the dunes. There they go, marching to their cars. Sun-warm skin, contented grin. What a happy day it's been. And then some little dog is walking the beach now. He probably lives along the shore there. Beach Day by Karen Russa. Well, I'll tell you what, fish also, they can blow bubbles. Did you know that? Huh? Sure, they drink in the water and then they spit out some of the air that they don't want. So here we go. Here are some bubbles. Ah, look at those bubbles. There we go. Oh, blow, blow, blow some bubbles through the bubble hole. Jump so high until they pop. Now it's time to stop. Now, come on, you can do some jumping. Blow, blow, blow some bubbles through the bubble hole. Jump so high until they stop. Now it's time to stop. There we go. Ah. Ah. Good grief. There we go. Well, up here is the night sky. And someday maybe someone can point out to you the Big Dipper. That's stars that sort of draw a picture in the sky. And I wanted to show you something. This is called a ladle. This is what I dip soup out with for gravy and put it in my bowl. But I have another ladle here, right here, or a dipper. That's what they could call it. Now, here's the moon. And here's a man in the moon. And what do you think? His name is Aiken Drum. There was a man lived in the moon, in the moon, in the moon. There was a man that lived in the moon, and his name was Aiken Drum. And he played upon a ladle, a ladle, a ladle. He played upon a ladle, and his name was Aiken Drum. And his eyes were made of fried eggs, fried eggs, fried eggs. His eyes were made of fried eggs, and his name was Aiken Drum. And his ears were made of oranges, oranges, oranges. His ears were made of oranges, and his name was Aiken Drum. And he played upon a ladle, a ladle, a ladle. He played upon a ladle, and his name was Aiken Drum. And his nose was a pickle, a pickle, a pickle. His nose was a pickle, and his name was Aiken Drum. And he played upon a ladle, a ladle, a ladle. He played upon a ladle, and his name was Aiken Drum. And his eyes were made of a pepper, a pepper, a pepper. His mouth was made of a pepper, and his name was Aiken Drum. And his hair was made of spaghetti, spaghetti, spaghetti. His hair was made of spaghetti, and his name was Aiken Drum. And he played upon a ladle, a ladle, a ladle. He played upon a ladle, and his name was Aiken Drum. Well, that certainly was kind of a long program. But anyway, hope you're still with me. Enough to say goodbye. So bye-bye to my friends, and bye-bye to Granny Jean. Bye-bye to Aiken Drum. It's time to say goodbye. And bye-bye to my little scallop. Do you think he can say goodbye? Goodbye. Bye-bye, everyone.